Okay, so students, you have studied about the joint stock company, the features of the joint stock company. Now I think you can understand what is joint stock company, how it is started, and what are the different characteristics of joint stock company. Now, every like other forms of organization, if the joint stock company is also some merits and demerits are there. Some merits and some disadvantages are there. So, what are the merits of the joint stock form of company? So, I am going to explain you the merits of the joint stock company. So merits of joint stock company are first is limited liability. This is the greatest advantage of the joint stock company, that the partnership form of business and the sole proprietorship are facing unlimited liability, but here the shareholders are having limited liability. Limited liability, you know that they are liable for the their whatever the shares they are having in the company, and the amount of the unpaid shares, their liability is limited to that extent only. That means the creditors can cover their debt even from the property of the company, but not from the personal property of the shareholder. The shareholders are only liable that the amount of the capital they have invested in the shares of the company. Now, transfer of interest. This is also the advantage in the joint stock company, that the share capital of the company, the shares are freely transferable. That means it can be converted into cash at any time when required. That means a person can sell their shares in the market, and it can be converted into cash. So the shares of the companies is transferable, and it can be transferred from one person to another, and because of that the capital cannot be means the stock of capital cannot be still hold for without any purpose. It can be in means liquidity is there in the capital of the company. Now, perpetual existence. The existence of the company is forever. It does not have any effect on the death, insolvency, insanity of any of the shareholders. That means the members may come and the members may go, but the company will remain continue. The formation of the company is a complicated process, as well as the liquidation of the company is also done by the legally. That is, after having proper legal formalities, the firm joint stock company can be dissolved. So the existence, perpetual existence is there in the company. It is separate from the members of the company. Scope for expansion. Joint stock company has a greater scope for expansion. That is, it is having different number of shareholders, and the shareholders can contribute their capital. So that joint stock company can be we can expand also, जो कि हम पार्टनरशिप और सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप में पॉसिबल नहीं, क्योंकि उसमें लिमिटेड कैपिटल होती है, लेकिन यहाँ पर कैपिटल अनलिमिटेड है. मीन्स देर आर डिफरेंट मेंबर्स और वो सब अपना कैपिटल लेकर के आते हैं. तो लास्ट हम जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी को काफ़ी आगे तक बढ़ा सकते हैं, इसको एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं. तो दैट इज scope for expansion. There is a greater scope for expansion of the joint stock company. Next is professional management. Yes, this is also the advantage in the joint stock company, that we can get the expert services, expert management, or the management is done by the top officials of the company and the board of directors, and these board of directors are also appointed by the members, that top persons, and the top management of the company. And even in times of need, we can get the expert person. We can keep the salaried employees. We are able to give high salaries to the professions, to the efficient persons, and in this way we can get the professional management services of the professional management, which is not possible in other forms of organization. तो जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी में हम जो है एक्सपर्ट्स एडवाइस ले सकते हैं. हम हायर पर्सनस को, हायर प्रोफेशनल्स को, एक्सपर्ट्स को हम हाई सैलरीज पर रख करके उनकी एफिशिएंसी को, हम उससे डिसीजंस लेने में हमें हेल्प मिल सकती है. उनका मैनेजमेंट हम उसका यूज़ कर सकते हैं. इस तरह से जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी हैज़ डिफरेंट मेरिट्स, like limited liability. This is the greatest advantage. Then we can transfer the shares of the company, and also the existence of company will remain continue when even one of the shareholders died, or if one of the shareholders leave the company, the company will remain continue. Then there is a greater chance of expansion also. We can expand the company because there is no problem of any short of capital, deficiency of capital in the joint stock company, and even we can get loans, we can borrow money for expansion also in joint stock company. And we are also in joint stock company, हमें यहाँ पर एक्सपर्ट्स की हम एडवाइस ले सकते हैं. एक्सपर्ट मैनेजमेंट पर्सनस को अपॉइंट कर सकते हैं, उनको अच्छी सैलरी दे करके हम ऐसे पर्सनस को एफिशिएंटली रख सकते हैं, ताकि हम उनकी मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस जो है उससे हम कंपनी को और आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं. तो ये सारे जो थे, दे आर द एडवांटेजेस, मेरिट्स ऑफ द जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी. बट नॉट ओनली मेरिट्स, The joint stock company has several drawbacks also. There are limitations also. Now what are the lackings, what are the limitations in joint stock company? Joint stock company में भी कुछ कमियां हैं, lackings हैं. That is, first is complexity in formation. Complexity in formation, you know that formation of the company is not easy. It is a time consuming process, it is a complicated process. जब भी हमें कोई कंपनी स्टार्ट करनी होती है उसके लिए हमें बहुत सारी रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाना पड़ता है. Then we have to take the registration. We have to first take the registration from the registrar office, and we have to get registered company under the Companies Act 1956. एंड इस तरह से जो फॉर्मेशन है कंपनी का वो इजी नहीं, इसमें टाइम भी लगता है. रजिस्ट्रेशन में हमें कई लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ करनी पड़ती है, लॉट ऑफ फॉर्म्स वी हैव टू फिल, एंड आफ्टर दैट द कंपनी विल बी गेट रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड देन वी कैन स्टार्ट द कंपनी. So the formation of company is a complicated process. Lack of secrecy, yes. Second disadvantage in the company form of joint stock company or the company form of organization is that there is a secrecy cannot be maintained. Why? Because it is required of the joint stock company that the accounts of the company should be published and should be audited, and time to time we have to give reports to the registrar office, to the SEBI also, about the shares of the company, about the share capital, and about the different documents of the company, different transactions of the company. So in this way the secrecy cannot be maintained. So there are greater chances of secrecy, lack of secrecy is there in joint stock company. Then next is numerous regulation. Because of lot of legal formalities, because of the registration of the company is necessary, we have to do so many rules and we have to follow so many rules and regulations. And there are numerous regulations in the company that before entering into any contract, before the handling of the working of the company, we have to do a lot of procedures, lot of legal formalities we have to do, and we have to follow so many rules and regulations. In this way, we have to, in the joint stock company we have to follow the several rules and regulations, and that is why it makes the process complicated. That is why this is one of the disadvantage of joint stock company. Then delay in decision. In company form of organization, the decisions are taking delay also, means lot of time is required to get take the decision, because these decisions are taken by the management of the company, the top management of the company, and there are different management professions are there. So they are having communications, the lot of communication channel between them, and before taking any decision उनके बीच में काफ़ी इंटरेक्शन होना पड़ता है. एक डिपार्टमेंट से दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ पूरी तक सारे लोग जब तक आपस में कोऑर्डिनेट नहीं करते, they will not communicate about the particular decision, so this decision cannot be taken. So it will take delay in decision. इसमें टाइम लग जाता है डिसीजन लेने में, और इस तरह से डिसीजन टेकन इन द जॉइंट स्टॉक कंपनी इज नॉट ईजी एंड इट टेक्स टाइम ऑल्सो. Next is impersonal work environment. In joint stock company, there is an impersonal work environment is there, because the top management are not having any direct contact with their employees, with their different persons, different departments, and they are not having any personal relation or any coordination. So that is why they are having a lack of impersonal environment is there. Their shareholders are not thinking that they are working for their own company. They are thinking that they are working as a for profit only, and as a business they are working. They are not having any sense of accomplishment, and sometimes there will be a conflict between them. आपस में उनमें कई तरह की लड़ाई झगड़े हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ सैलरीज, बिकॉज ऑफ सो मेनी लीगल मैटर्स, बिकॉज ऑफ हॉलीडेज एंड other kinds of bonuses and commissions. Lockouts will be there, strikes are there. Because of that, the working of the company form of companies will be affected, production is also affected, and because there are different unions, trade unions is there, management is not having proper interaction with their employees, with different departments, and that is why there is having impersonal work environment in the company form of organization. And also their conflicts are many times conflicts will arise, and it is very difficult to solve their conflicts or settle their matters. It takes time, also it takes delay in this process, and this all will affect the working of the joint stock company, and also it will have an impact on the profit also. Because of that, sometimes the company is not working at that mark as they can work. So these are some of the disadvantages, there are some of the limitation of the joint stock company. So students, I think you can understand what is joint stock company, how it can be formed, what are the characteristics of the joint stock company, and even they are having some merits and demerits. So after knowing about the merits and demerits, you can take the decision that you have to join the company. You what type of form of organization you want to start.